Let's go. Happy Monday. New week. Let's get after it, huh? Lower body day. Hypertrophy, hitting some high volume. Got some physio wall leg curls. Little split squat variation. RFE split squat. Start with a little landmine. Lateral split jerk, going from a dead stop. Start with a little complex here. Tweak the back a little on Friday for those who are here. So, gonna test this out, see how we're feeling. Probably just gonna do a push press for these today instead of a regular split jerk. So, everything else throughout the day we'll just feel out. Try not to be a dummy. But it's feeling pretty good. Rested a fair amount over the weekend. Still got some golfing, of course, and that felt solid. But I haven't really loaded it too much since Friday, so we'll see how this goes here. Just trying not to be a hero today. That's the goal. Talk about fermented foods between blocks. Why they're important, what they are, what I like to use for fermented foods, and then just how it has an effect on overall health. So hit on that between blocks. Trying this box out for the first time for split jerk, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, let's just have a day. All right. Come on back. Work with me here. Lower left side. So I don't know which side's gonna be. Probably my left hand, but we'll feel it out. Maybe I need to go lower with this and just throw a plate on. Can't tell if this is too high or not. Let's see. How far do I normally? Should be okay, honestly. All right, so far so good. I think we can keep this height. Let me think. Yeah, let's just roll with it for today. Okay. Check some weights. Oh, forgot to load my workout for today. Can't be having that. Absolutely not. Okay. All right, let's go. Copy. Copy workouts. Okay. Lateral split jerk. There we go. Bop, boop, beep, boop, bop. Hi, Maria. How we doing today? How the heck are you? Don't mind me, just trying to get my workout for the day pulled up. Lateral push press. Okay. 25. Might go for 130. So we'll start with, throw a 25 on and see how that feels. And we'll go 2 plates. Just feel it out. Nothing too crazy. All right. Here we go. Pretty good. Let's send it for 2 plates. See how this goes. Throw this bad boy on. I'll check what I got for mobility. Ooh, I think it's a Jefferson curl, but probably shouldn't be doing that today. Probably not. Probably not. It is. I might just do a glute ham hang. I feel like that would be smarter. Let's get this out of the way. We'll do a glute ham hang. Get the back feeling nicey. Okay. Check what I got next block. I believe I have leg curls. Ooh, barbell drops. I don't know about those. Cable half kneel, hip IR. Alright, we can get a barbell out. Money. Turbo. What's up, Turbo? How we doing today? You mind if I have a good workout, Turbo? I'm about to rip this push press. Beautiful. beautiful. Really nice. Let's go. Throw 2 10s on. Go 110. Oh, excuse me. Let's get the physio ball out. Hey! Probably throw some weight on for those. Eris, 100 push-ups. You doing that every day? You doing them all in a row? That's strength, no weakness right there. Plus 100 squats. Holy smokes, Eris. You're a dog. You're crazy.
I tweaked my back a little bit on Friday, Eris. I don't know if you were here for that, but it's feeling pretty good today. Just trying to keep it that way. Oh, I can slide that out a little further, I think. Try that out.
In a row every day. That's pretty wild. 100 squats I think I could do. I don't think I could do 100 push-ups in a row. If I did, they'd be pretty ugly. Really ugly. Okay. It's time to be something. I love that. I love it. Maybe you'll get to 200 at some point. Throw some 10s on for those. It's time to be something. I freaking love that, Eris. Love that from you. All right. Set 2 of push press. Here we go. It's kind of heavy. Here we go. Here we go. was better than the right side. Okay, let's go 35 and a 5. Maybe I should just go 35 and be smart. Let's try a 35 and a 5. All right. It's a little too far out. Slide it one more back. All right. Figure out what weight I got for leg curls. 10, 15. Throw some 5s on. Okay. Let's get a good song and rip this last set. Ooh, Scatterbrain. Conway the Machine. Ludicrous. I got reasons, million reasons. Let's get after it. It's kind of heavy. We'll take it. Not the cleanest push out, but completed the rep both sides, so we will freaking take it. Write my weights down. Oh, let's see. 90, 110, 130. Skip. Alright, leg curl, barbell drops, cable hip, internal rotation. Alright, let's talk a little bit about fermented foods, huh? What the heck are those? I'm sure this is true for all of us at one point or another, but you ever have stomach issues flare up and have no idea what's causing it? Not a fun place to be. And maybe you just have some underlying issue, but I feel like even if you feel like you eat clean all the time, there may be times where digestion isn't great or you have some sort of gut issue that pops up. And gut health, I mean, super important thing. I'm sure we hear about gut health all the time, but not really understand what it is. And it's so important. It not only affects, our stomach digestion, but our mood, our energy. It's just, it has an effect. I mean, the whole body is interrelated, and if one part of it's off, then all of it kind of gets thrown off in a way. So gut health is super important. It's not just about avoiding certain foods. That can certainly help in some scenarios, but it's also about what we're actually putting in our body, what's in those foods. And fermented foods, they can boost our gut health. They have probiotics that basically improve our stomach, our digestion, and fortunately a lot of us are not getting enough fermented foods. I definitely did not for a large part of my life, so I'll get into that and kind of making that switch and what's happened as a result of that. But we could all use some more fermented foods in the diet, so get into that some more. Good sources, what I like to use personally for fermented foods. After this next block here, going leg curls. Probably throw some weight on for that. Okay. U.S. Open this week. How about that? Pretty freaking fired up about that. I don't know who's going to get it done. Probably not Rory after his last performance, but golf's a crazy game. You never know. You make one little change and it can flip the whole game around. So we shall see. We shall. Okay. Where do I want to do these? Just go right here. All right. I'm going to throw a 5 on. Make these weighted a little bit. Make them a little more challenging. Let's get that box out of there. Get this barbell out of there. All right. Let's test these out. Make sure the back feels all right to do these today. Probably just have to keep it light. Would suck to get hurt doing these. Okay. I think I can throw a 25 on and be all right. Shouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't think. But we shall see. We shall. Get a pad out for the hip IRs. Perfect. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's get after it. Eight to 10 here. Easy money. Let's throw some 10s on. Let's get these drops. All right. Start smooth. We'll add some speed and depth as we go. Felt good. Felt good, felt good. Let's do a 35. All right, let's do these hip by R's. Hopefully this weight's decent. Pretty easy. Okay. we'll throw a 5 on for those. Maybe I should just throw a 10 on. It's pretty easy. Yeah, we'll throw a 10 on. Why not? Let's get these drops. Whoa. All right. Might add a PVC just for balance here. Oh, what do I have next block? Split squats. What else? Med ball lateral hops. Okay. Might have to do those outside. Mm-mm-mm. 10 on for those. Blah. Okay. Last set. Oh. Oh boy, gotta keep the balance. All right. On to block 3. Write down my weights. 45. That's 10, 65, 10. All right. Back to fermented foods. Talking about gut health. I definitely used to not have any fermented foods in my diet. My focus was more so on macros, specifically protein, but carbs and fats as well to an extent, and kind of micronutrients, but not as much. But like fermented foods, probiotics, none of that. Just didn't see the point or really understand it. Um, and quite a few dairy products can be fermented, but I always opted for ones that were like lower fat. So I do like skim milk. I do low fat or no fat Greek yogurt, like White Coast Greek yogurt, which great protein source, but not a whole lot outside of that. And then, like for cheese, I just do like your typical name brand shredded cheddar cheese. And so there's, yeah, like not a lot of probiotics in those. So, and the rest are kind of more vegetable sources. I don't do a ton of vegetables. So basically none in the diet. And so I didn't realize that like occasional energy dips or digestion issues might actually be from the lack of probiotics and coming from a result of my gut health. And then as I kind of learned more about nutrition and listened to podcasts and dove into it more, I realized the benefit of like fermented foods and going to like more whole fat dairy sources instead of like low fat or skim. So started to learn more about that, learn more about probiotics, fermented foods, and made some changes. So instead of like skim milk, now I do kefir, like whole kefir, which has a bunch of cultures in it. For Greek yogurt, I just get plain whole fat Greek yogurt, or it's like 5%, whatever that is, instead of low fat or no fat. And then for cheese, I do, what's it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. Pecorino Romano. So all those have a lot of probiotics. They're all fermented, and that's been really good for my gut health and digestion and just overall health, energy, mood, metabolism. Just been a good boost. So that's kind of how I have implemented it. Just going away from, there's like a stigma around fats, but just including more whole fat sources, especially through dairy, and just getting those benefits, getting those cultures, and it's kind of more of it in its original form instead of pasteurization and just a bunch of processes to make it more processed. So more whole foods based, more organic, more grass fed stuff, and overall just stuff with more probiotics in it. So we'll get into more on like what fermented foods actually are, why probiotics are important, why it has those effects, as well as some other sources other than the ones that I mentioned. After this next block, about to rip some RFE split squats and med ball lateral hops and some, we'll go maybe a mini band ankle twist. Yeah, let's do that. Mini band ankle twist. Let's just get all the bands out. I don't know what I need. Get warmed up here, and then for the back, probably take it easy to start at least. I'm gonna slide this back a little. Oh my gosh. All right. Start with 25. See how it feels. Dot, 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 dot. Ba, 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 da, ba, da. been living for the weekend. No gain, only pain? I don't know if that's how the saying goes. Definitely going to be some pain with these, though. I mean, hopefully not this set, but... Or if he split squats in general. But I'm still going to send it. Man. Ugh. Whoops. All right. Med ball lateral hops. All right. Nice and smooth. Frick, my legs are tired. All right, hip adduction. No, we're doing med ball slams. What weight do I have? Let's do that 6-pounder. All right, let's try this out. Get an 8-pounder. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to do ankle twist. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Okay. No. You don't want me inside a Benz truck. Think about it every night. I'm on your mind. I know. Might need a banger for this. Not super heavy, it just freaking sucks. Well, Marley Young? Anyone know anything about Marley Young? Let's go right leg first. That. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. That is absolutely killing my quad. See if I can use this or not. That's not gonna work. Just an absolute quad killer. Might just have to gut through it. Try a different foot position. I might have to invest in a RFE roller. Let me probably try to put this on again. That is so high. Maybe I try that box. I don't think that's gonna matter. Let me just look up and see what those cost. Amazon. Here's one for $50. $40. Nice little discount here. See if it has any reviews. Oh. No reviews? Alright, we'll probably just have to look into that later. So demo orientation partnership. Alright, we're just gonna suck it up and send these. I need to get off this freaking phone. Just embrace that it's gonna freaking hurt. Try it like that. Better? Much better. Oh, that was much better. I don't need to buy anything. Just gotta quit being soft. Use the brain a little bit. Alright, let's throw 45 on. Man, my quads are on fire. Okay. Let's do some jumps. Wrong weight. Wrong weight. Oh, that's a beautiful bird out there. Black, white, with a red head. Beautiful. Rolling like a stoner. All right, let's get it. Woo. All right, last set of these bad boys. All right. Woo! Brutal. Write my weights down. Ugh. All right. Last piece on fermented foods. What the heck are they? What do they do? Um, like I've hit on, making fermented foods a daily habit, like aiming for getting a serving or multiple servings every day. Game changer for gut health and overall health. Primarily because these fermented foods contain probiotics that are basically bacteria that help improve our gut health, and um, hard to find, hard to get that. I mean, you can kind of supplement, but it's better to get it from the real source, and um, including fermented foods in the diet. They have tons of probiotics and cultures that support gut health and overall health. Um, Again, key for not only digestion, gut health, but so many other things just because the body's so related. So improve your mood, energy, metabolism, just overall health, just because the gut plays a key part in so many areas. So some good examples. I hit on the ones I use. I do whole fat kefir, organic, um, plain whole fat Greek yogurt, Pecorino Romano, or like other raw cheeses. So that's kind of where I get mine, doing that daily. But others include uh, kimchi. I think I'm saying that right. Kimchi, sauerkraut, uh, kombucha. Um, those are kind of the main sources. So again, just making it as simple as just picking one of those and just making them a staple in your diet every day. Like the ones I hit on, the dairy ones, those are all like high protein and ton of health benefits. So if you're still strength trainer like me or trying to add muscle or maintain, those are great ones. But yeah, just try one of those out, see what you like, see what sticks, and just be consistent with it every day and see what it does for the gut overall health. All right, last set. Gonna do some single leg knee extension with the kettlebell. The quads are already just burning, so this should be fun. Let's grab a towel. Back's been holding up today, so that's a win in my book. I am pleased. All right. All right. Might have to go higher. Shoot. Oh, what the heck? So it's already cracked. Why? Why? Gosh dang it. That is so upsetting. Why is this cracked already? That's so frustrating. Oh no. Shoot, man. It's frustrating. Dang it. All right. All right. Hip adduction. What else do I have? What else? Midband ankle twist. That's what else I have. ankle twist. Let's keep it moving. Gosh, I hope this thing holds up. Learned the hard way. I can't put a plate on it like that. Ouch. All right. Alright, let's finish this thing out. Ah. That's all I got for today. That was a long one. Start a little earlier and just let it drag out, but be back tomorrow. Hopefully be more, a little more urgency. It's a Monday, getting back into it. Start of week 3 tomorrow of the phase. Got upper body strength day, high intensity. Little close grip floor press. Excited to load those up a fair amount. What else? I think a cable, single arm row, perhaps? Can't really remember. Oh no, single arm pull-ups. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. So we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for a great freaking workout. Have a blessed